From the Virgil, a production of the A&A Media Group and Consider It Done Productions. Award-winning, aging, and awesome. Here are your hosts, Kai Sisson and Aaron Breen.
Good evening and a very happy Easter weekend to you and your family. Come on in. This is Aging and Awesome, where we inform, enlighten, and inspire older people to embrace aging. And tonight, we are focusing in on Parkinson's disease, which is the second most common neurodegenerative disease after Alzheimer's.
And age is a factor. And that's why we want to bring you the information that you need about where you can turn for help, what services are available here in Northern Nevada, and how you can access that help.
Because whether or not you develop Parkinson's disease, odds are that someone you love or know will. We begin with a look at the situation here and a program that is helping give patients a fighting chance against its symptoms.
Like most exercise classes, this one is focused on strength, balance, and coordination. But unlike many exercise classes, all of these students have one cruel disorder in common. They're all fighting Parkinson's disease. It's a neurodegenerative disorder that affects movement.
Often the first symptoms of Parkinson's are actually mental, so it can be depression, a sense of apathy. The most common symptom, though, is stiffness or slowness of movement. You often think of the classic little old man kind of hunched over, walking slowly, shuffling, and maybe a tremor. Tremor like this occurs in 75% of people with Parkinson's.
It's the result of a diminishing amount of dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is most commonly known as the happiness hormone, and it's also critical to movement, both physical movement and eye muscle coordination.
We think of it as an old person disease, but 10% of people at least with Parkinson's have symptoms well before they even turn 50. Think of Michael J. Fox. He was 27 when he started having symptoms.
What causes it? No one really knows.
The great majority of the time, we have no idea, and I would just say bad luck. There are exposures that are known to be correlated. Agent Orange is a big one for our Vietnam veterans.
Other toxic chemicals like paraquat, burn pits, and fertilizers are on that list as well.
And head injuries, for whatever reason, often in military. I am suspicious that that will be more often in football players or other head injury-prone sports. Muhammad Ali, for example, is a known Parkinson's patient.
No matter what age you are, Parkinson's can be frustrating and even embarrassing.
You look at someone and you say, they're not moving right, they're shaking, they can't hold their cup to their mouth when they go out to eat at a restaurant.
But classes like this fight back that isolation, and they offer physical challenges. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Robert Wrights is 4 years into his diagnosis, and he says rock-steady boxing is a good ally in this fight.
You got to fight it. This is a great class. It's exercise, so that gives you the dopamine and stimulates the dopamine in your cells in the basal ganglia, which is what you need for Parkinson's because the cells start to die off. And so what this does is stimulate those cells so you produce what you can produce. And along with medication, it's very effective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, part of the warm-up is to exercise their vocals because the symptom is a softened voice. So we have strength exercises that help with balance and just help them be able to do everyday tasks like picking things up off of the floor, just getting up off of a chair, a toilet, carrying their own groceries, and just like being self-sufficient in everyday life.
It involves agility exercises, balance control, and large movements.
Some people with Parkinson's tend to stutter and do short steps and stuff, so we do a lot of big movements. So they'll tell you the different shots, so your brain has to connect with your motion control. And it's all about motion control in your brain with Parkinson's.
And this UFC gym is one of 2 gyms in the area proud to offer rock steady boxing.
They're so inspiring and motivating. They work so hard in these classes, and what we have seen is that it's really adding quality of life to their health, to their everyday skills, to their strength, to their motor functions.
There's certain days you just don't want to go, and you make yourself go, and then all of a sudden you feel better afterwards. You get the reward. It's kind of like the runner's high.
It's estimated that at least 5,000 people in northern Nevada are living with Parkinson's disease, but it's so underdiagnosed that there may be many more patients than that. And unfortunately, that number is growing.
It is the fastest growing neurodegenerative disease in the world. And there are experts who are predicting in the next 10 to 15 years, there are going to be more people with Parkinson's disease than there are with Alzheimer's.
Which makes classes like this so important. You see, Parkinson's is only diagnosed through eliminating other possibilities.
I was in a downward spiral, a bunch of different symptoms, and by eliminating this and eliminating that, guided me towards a neurologist and determined that I had Parkinson's.
It's something anyone could face, yet no one should face alone.
You just have to put together a whole team so that you can fight the anxiety and fight all the various symptoms of this progressive disease.
Gary also goes to Rock Steady Boxing, but he goes to the CrossFit Bangarang Evoke gym, where clients rave about Cisco Fernandez. But no matter where they go, it's the same message. Exercise is key.
It is one of the only diagnoses that the single best intervention is movement and exercise.
You know what else is important? Awareness.
Which is just so sad to think that there are so many people who are suffering with this disease that has no cure at this point. We're hopeful, always hopeful, and it's important to get expert care and to have a sense of community and know you're not alone.
April is Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month. April 11th is Parkinson's Disease Awareness Day. The Support Center of Northern Nevada is also holding an awareness event on April 19th at the Reno Little Theater, and everyone is invited.
For more information on the Parkinson's Support Center of Northern Nevada, we've got a link set up for you on our website, agingandawesome.com. Just click on the Featured Segments tab.
So much more to come on Parkinson's here on the show, more on the therapies and programs available, and can even come to your home if need be. But first, we reconvene with Aaron Breen in just 90 seconds.
I'm already on Medicare. Can I ignore all this mail? I keep hearing I can get more from my Medicare. How do I do that?
Reply hazy. Ask again.
This 8-ball's just as confused as everyone else.
You're not using that right. Give me that. Where can I get Medicare advice?
The Medicare store.
Have you tried calling your neighbors at the Medicare store? Visit the Medicare store on South Meadows Parkway and US 395 in South Reno.
Aging and Awesome is presented by Seniors in Service and the Foster Grandparent Program, helping at-risk children meet academic standards while providing positive intergenerational social interaction. The Foster Grandparent Program is looking for new volunteers. With a minimum commitment of only 5 hours a week, the Foster Grandparent Program is an excellent opportunity to give back to kids in our community. To apply to be a foster grandparent, give them a call at 775-358-2768 or visit seniorsinservicenevada.org.
Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care. Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123.
I don't know if your family stresses over gifts. Mine sure used to. Time has tempered that stress for all of us. As my kids have aged into adulthood, expensive electronics or high fashion clothes, they just aren't even a thought to us anymore. No longer are we trying to outdo last year's mark for anything. We all seem to have hit our stride on realizing that the most important thing we can all give each other is time. Whether it's visiting them at their homes or having them back here, the real gift seems to be the time we have to spend together. I can't think of anything better than sitting by the fireplace here and playing chess and just talking, or having a leisurely lunch and spending time catching up. As Martha Trolley Curtin said, time that you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. And Stephen R. Covey said, the key is not spending time, but investing it. And can you think of a better way to invest what time you do have than in the people that you love most? We all get tired of time we feel is wasted on making a living, on all the things that are required of us as we go along. Yet time invested in hobbies, books, people that we really enjoy, it feels almost decadent sometimes. And when you realize more of your time is behind you than in front of you, then you come to the same conclusion that Theophrastus came to back in the day. He was a Greek philosopher. And this is what he said. He said, time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. It is a limited resource for us all. And after investing so much of it in keeping my head above water for so long, I am all for more chess games by the fire, more heart-to-heart talks, more leisurely lunches with those I love. For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Reconvene with Erin Breen is presented by the Medicare Store. The Medicare Store offers free, unbiased personal Medicare advice. Visit themedicarestore.com to find a location near you.
The Better Business Bureau investigates and reports on scams that hurt consumers through the BBB Scam Tracker website. Here, some people share their stories, and others educate themselves. And together, we empower our community.
You've planned ahead your whole life for your job, your home, your children, and for your retirement. But have you taken the time to prepare an estate plan? Most people haven't. We are the Trust Masters. Over the years, we have helped hundreds of families and business owners prepare an affordable estate plan. Go to our website at trustmasters.com to set up a free consultation and sign up for one of our educational workshops, or just give us a call. We are the Trust Masters. Living trust. Don't leave Earth without one.
Hi, I'm David Wise, three-time Olympic medalist and proud Nevadan. I'm a registered donor. Did you know that more than 100,000 people in America are waiting on a life-saving transplant? I support Nevada Donor Network's efforts to raise awareness on organ, eye, and tissue donation. One heroic donor can save and heal up to 75 lives. Everyone has the power to be someone's hero. Join us at wearenevadans.org.
You may not realize it, but some of those who specialize in Parkinson's therapy will come to you to help.
Hello, come on in.
Hi, Gary. I offer in-person mobile services, so I meet people where they want, in their home. I have hiked with people on a hiking trail. I've met them at their gym. And then I also offer virtual services too.
Gary Rosenblum was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 3 years ago. He's always been very athletic, and having Katie come to him does more than save time.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's really very efficient. She comes to the house and she brings all the equipment that she needs for that particular workout. She has a plan in place that we're going to do for the day, which I don't know about. And it's very challenging, and it involves some mental activities as well as physical activities. And then at the end of it, for the next week, she sends you a sheet so that you every day have something that she's going to recommend that you do to work up to the next workout.
14. Good reach. I love that reach.
So I like the workout itself is very challenging. And then it gives me tools to use to help fight off some of this tremors, just energy, and it works well with the medicine.
Good.
It's a degenerative neurological disease in the brain, and so the exercises are one thing to keep you high-spirited, but also if you fit in some of the challenges like counting backwards and doing various things, it challenges your brain to do it in conjunction with your coordination. 3, 24, 25. The first benefit is I really like it. It's a lot of fun. And she's got tremendous experience having worked with lots of patients in Parkinson's. I'm only one person and experienced my own Parkinson's symptoms, but she can see, where I'm going, what I'm heading towards, and try to help fight it off.
And she has helped patients achieve a lot, from getting back to dancing and skiing to relieving back pain to avoid spinal surgery.
I love the work that I do because it's great because I can take somebody from really feeling down or kind of unaware or overwhelmed or sad about kind of their future and life with Parkinson's to feeling really a lot of joy and revitalized and inspired and hopeful about their future and life with Parkinson's. And that's why I love this job so much.
And her advice?
It is very important when you have Parkinson's to be doing exercise, but it's also super important to be doing Parkinson's specific exercise and looking into Parkinson's specific resources, because those that get more specialty Parkinson's care, well, they tend to do better because they're getting more specialty care for their needs.
You just have to put together a whole team so that you can fight the anxiety and fight all the various symptoms of this progressive disease.
Leticia Alvezo will also come to you. She is a speech therapist who knows the impacts of Parkinson's on communication.
I would say the most common one is voice for now, meaning loudness. People are speaking really soft, and what's tricky is that they're not aware of it. They think they're speaking really loud, they think they are speaking normally, but in reality they're being really soft.
It all goes back to the brain failing to send the right signals to muscles. But in 4 weeks, she changes their lives. This video shows the change she can affect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
And she offers continuing practice with a support group called the Loud Crowd.
So we continue to meet once a week with a group of people who have also completed the program, who obviously also have Parkinson's, and we do these exercises. And it's a great opportunity for people to get to know people who are going through the same thing they're going through. It's a great opportunity to socialize. And we also do a full lesson as well.
Both Katie and Leticia are private therapists, which means they are paid out of pocket. But there are similar services offered through organizations like Eden Home Health that are covered by Medicare. We'll take a closer look with them after the break.
Closed captioning for Aging and Awesome is brought to you by...
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
Continue our look at Parkinson's disease, it seems really important to point out that there are services available, even some that come to you. Our friends at Eden Home Health show us how. We have spent a lot of this evening talking about Parkinson's disease and talking about some of the resources that are available out here in the community for patients to tap into. Well, I have Melissa Soleil with me. Now, you are with Eden Home Health. What kind of services are you able to take out into homes for people?
So with Home Health, we're able to offer skilled nursing, a medical social worker, as well as physical, occupational, and speech therapy.
And then how are you able to help people? You go and you spend like an hour at a time?
Yeah, so it always starts with our therapist coming out and assessing what the patient needs. We always have it very specific to what our patient's needs or what's important to them. For physical therapy, oftentimes we work on their walking, their balance, their strength, getting around their home and making sure they're safe. For occupational therapy, it's confusing. It doesn't actually mean work. And for home health, it's actually self-care activities. So bathing, grooming, dressing, kind of taking care of yourself, things like that. And our occupational therapists can also make recommendations on changes to the home or home modifications so our patients can stay in their home safely for as long as possible.
And then what are you seeing with Parkinson's patients? Do you see more these days, or just they're more often diagnosed, or what's the?
I'd say, a lot of times they're just more often diagnosed, and a lot of times physicians are really realizing how important therapy is, so they're being referred to us for therapy more or sooner after their diagnosis.
Yeah, and then what kind of improvements do you see with them? I know you can't cure it, but you can keep people, like you said, in their homes longer, right?
Yeah, and the important part of therapy for Parkinson's is just continuing to be active and exercising for the duration of your life, because unfortunately, like you said, there's no cure for Parkinson's, and it's gonna, unfortunately progress and continue to get worse. So it's really important to stay active and to stay exercising, and this is something we can really help our patients with, starting them on an exercise program, or finding activities that are really important to them and they want to do.
And then how do you see them responding to it? Are they good?
Yeah, so a lot of times we see huge differences in our patients. When we first start working with them, they are having difficulty just walking around their house. And by the time we stop with them, they can go out and walk in their neighborhood or go to the park or go to the mall. And they can get back to, exercising and activities that they, really enjoy.
And it probably helps fight isolation for them, because when you can't move around very well, you tend to just want to stay home.
Definitely. As home health, we see our patients who are technically homebound, so they can't leave the home. And our goal as far as therapy is always to get them to the point where they can leave the home. They can go to the grocery store, they can go to church, they can go to the mall. So
that changes their attitudes.
Definitely. There's certainly such a connection between, your mental well-being and how that impacts your function.
Yeah, I would imagine so. And then, so how do people get a hold of you? Or do they get a hold of you, or are they just referred in?
Yeah, so they're referred by their doctor. If they've been in the hospital, a lot of times the referring physicians in the hospital will send us over an order for them. Or if they haven't been in the hospital, we can still see them. We just need an order from their primary care physician.
And it's probably really important to remind people this is how you deal with it. Like you said, there isn't any kind of a cure, but this is the best way to deal with it, is with therapy, right?
Yep, the therapy and ongoing therapy or ongoing exercise.
Well, thank you very, very much for joining us for Aging and Awesome tonight. Melissa Soleil with Eden Home Health.
Thank you.
And to contact Eden Home Health, you can do so by calling the number on your screen. Still to come, Aging and Awesome continues with a trivia ride in my cab right after this short break.
If you or a loved one is having mobility issues involving stairs in their home, Summit Elevator can help. Summit Elevator can install an attractive and effective elevator that will give you the convenience you need to help your loved one safely reach an upper or lower level of your home. Our professional staff will carefully discuss the options and costs that fit your specific needs. Summit Elevator installs quality mobility products and is a locally family-owned company that has been serving Northern Nevada for over 20 years. Call Summit Elevator today.
Aging and Awesome is presented by Seniors in Service and the Foster Grandparent Program, helping at-risk children meet academic standards while providing positive intergenerational social interaction. The Foster Grandparent Program is looking for new volunteers. With a minimum commitment of only 5 hours a week, the Foster Grandparent Program is an excellent opportunity to give back to kids in our community. To apply to be a foster grandparent, give them a call at 775-358-2768 or visit seniorsinservicenevada.org.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome, and welcome to Kai's Cab. Folks, we've been doing this for a long, long time now, and every now and then we get a father-daughter. And last week we had Krista Meyer with Krista Meyer Law and Life Care Planning in Reno. And her dad joined her today at the live studio audience taping, and now he's in the cab.
Hello.
How are you? What's your name today?
My name's still the same, Larry Hansmeyer.
I don't know why I said, what's your name today? Thanks again for coming. Your daughter last week on the show lost. She got her first 2 questions wrong.
Oh dear.
So now it's really important you win chocolate to share with her on the way home today.
All right, let's see what happens.
Okay, Larry, get 3 out of 4 questions right to redeem.
All right, let's see what happens here.
Your
for
kin.
sure.
Here we go. Question number 1.
Yes.
In which city was the first Starbucks opened?
Yes, beautiful Seattle. I grew up in Western Washington. I love Starbucks coffee.
I was just going to say, he's from Washington. He's going to get this one instantly right.
That's right.
Picked it random. Yes, Seattle is correct.
Oh, good. All right.
Maybe Krista got the way hard one.
I think so. Don't ask her anything theological, okay?
We got a former minister in the back, too.
All right.
Here we go. Question number 2 for
Don't
Larry.
ask me a Rotarian question, please. Don't, okay?
Here we go. Question number 2. What is the only mammal born with horns? A, giraffe, B, water buffalo, C, rhino, or D, cow?
I know cow. I grew up in a dairy. They didn't have, I'll say, cow. The first one. What was it?
Giraffe?
Giraffe.
Giraffe, is that your final answer?
Yes, giraffe is final answer.
Giraffe is correct!
All right, that's like those little nubs from the very beginning. All right.
Wow, you're on a roll now, Larry.
All right.
You're already ahead. Now you got to get this last and third final question correct, and we'll circle back to the Virgil so you can tell Krista all about it. Here we go. Question number 3. What instrument is used to measure wind speed? A, a thermometer, B, a speedometer, C, a pedometer, or D, an anemometer?
It's an anemometer.
That is correct.
All right, anemometer.
You did it, Larry.
Okay, we deemed the family name. Sorry, Krista.
Well, congratulations, sir. And I love to ask everybody in the cab, you get 15 seconds to tell the world anything you want, anything positive, any of the wisdom you carry. Go ahead.
Stay awake, stay alive, and stay young, no matter what your age is.
Beautiful. Couldn't have said it better. Larry, thank you so much. We'll have you and Krista back on soon.
Okay, great.
Kai's Cab is presented by Senior Care Plus, the only Nevada-based not-for-profit Medicare Advantage plan serving Washoe County and Carson City. Senior Care Plus, for the healthiest reasons.
We have brought you a lot of information tonight about Parkinson's disease, help available, and how to access it. And we want to thank all who helped us put it all together from the Parkinson's Support Center of Northern Nevada. We have posted their contact information on our website. Just head to agingandawesome.com and click on the Featured Segments tab.
And we also want to thank all of you here at the Virgil, those of you joining us from home, our music man, Colin Ross, we love him, and our community stakeholders who make this show possible. A big thank you to
the Trustmasters,
the Medicare Store, the Better Business Bureau,
Eden Home Health and Eden Hospice,
Morningstar Senior Living of Sparks,
Seniors in Service,
Krista Meyer Law, Life Care Planning Reno, LLC,
Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence,
Reno Eye Institute,
Summit Elevator,
and Senior Care Plus. Enjoy your Easter weekend, a time of renewal, peace, and great joy to you and your family. We'll see you back here next time for Aging and Awesome.
Bye.